is Jael Trieb, and I've lived in Brookings for about 5 years now, but I originally grew up Gary, South Dakota, kind of by Clear Lakes, about an hour from here. I attended SDSU. I graduated last May with a journalism news ed degree is what I had. So I started out taking a couple basic photography classes here at SDSU and kind of learning just the basic tools, but outside of that, it's pretty much just practice. I just bought a digital camera and just really practiced and did some reading, made a lot of mistakes, learned from those, so pretty much that. Well, I think a big part of it is just, like I always say, I'm just very interested in people and what makes them interesting and unique, and I really enjoy the opportunity to show people their potential and just make them look really good and feel great about themselves, and also just to really be able to take that and just be very artistic and creative and show portraits that really have some personality and lifestyle, I think. Well, the one main obstacle of photography is just that it's very costly. A lot of equipment is expensive. To have a studio location is expensive, and right away it was kind of a big risk because I wasn't quite sure if I would be able to pay everything off and succeed at it. But that, and also photography is a very saturated market, so it takes a while to get your name out there and really create a unique look that people will enjoy. It's about everything. I like shooting weddings because it's very fast-paced and energy, and I get to work with all kinds of different people. And it's always fun because I get to shoot in lots of different locations, and people are really excited, and there's a lot of energy, like I said, a lot of emotions. But I also do like the controlled environment of the studio or being outdoors where I have just one subject that I can work with. So I think outside of weddings, I really enjoy working with like high school seniors because I can get pretty creative and artistic with them, seniors, and like working with kids too. Actually, probably just started doing photography even for fun probably about 4 years ago. So when I was younger, my father was a photojournalist, so I kind of grew up around it a little bit, but I didn't really think about doing it as a career just till probably a few years ago, or having stuff like that. But a big part of it is I've done a lot of work for SDSU admissions, and so like, excuse me, the Admission to View book, which will be coming out, I believe this spring or maybe this winter, will have mostly my photos in it. So it's been a lot of different stuff all over campus events and dorm rooms and students and a lot of stuff. I do travel, especially most of the traveling I do is for weddings. So like that particular shot, which is actually in Las Vegas, it's like a miniature Eiffel Tower on the Strip. It looks really cool at night. But so I do travel quite a bit. Like I said, for weddings, a little bit for commercial work, but for the most part, most of my advertising work and portraits is pretty much around here. I definitely do travel, especially most of the traveling I do is for weddings. So like that particular shot, which is actually in Las Vegas, it's like a miniature Eiffel Tower on the Strip. It looks really cool at night. But so I do travel quite a bit. Like I said, for weddings, a little bit for commercial work, but for the most part, most of my advertising work and portraits is pretty much around here. First thing I would say is just how important marketing is. Even when you start out, just taking into consider, try to have some kind of a plan of where you want to go with your business and what you think is going to make your business unique, and then really just strive to advertise that and market that, and try to just have some continuity through everything. Like the main thing I would say is to have a website, especially in my industry because it's so visual. A website is really crucial, but just to try to have some kind of a good marketing plan set up and just try to keep everything just flow together, I think is pretty good advice.